Alright guys, this is probably going to be a quick little video. I don't have a porta power anymore, and I need one to, well, I've got to have it both ways. I got to be able to push where it's concave, I got to push that out, I believe on both sides, yep. But then I've also got to be able to pull the top in, and I actually have a cylinder for that. If I can get it out of here. Yeah, I bought this thing on eBay a long time ago to run with my porta power, and I used it to actually build some buckets, some trenching buckets. And I'll see if I can post a link. I don't know if, no, I don't have a video to them. I do have a video to a little bitty one I made for my first skid steer, the little Mustang, and it dug a 2-foot deep, 4-inch wide trench, and it basically was like a backhoe bucket, but it's turned this way. You can buy the stump buckets that are upright for digging or scooping, but mine, I just welded it right on the skid steer plate where you could curl it and lift it up like a little backhoe, just without that extra function. So, who the heck is this? There's always somebody out here doing weird stuff. Anyways, so make a long story short, I called a buddy of mine to see if he had a porta power I could borrow or buy. He did not, but he has the Jaws of Life and the little gas power supply hydraulic pump, which he actually bought 2 of these at an auction for a really good price, and they came with all the different attachments. He's got the big like cable cutters, he's got these jaws, and then there's spreaders, and I mean that'll spread a lot of stuff, but he didn't have nothing small enough to go in here except for that. And it's 18-inch bucket that'll open up to 28-29 inches, so it should push this out or break it loose somewhere else. But we're going to give it a try real quick and just see what it does. If it works out, I may get on one of those auction sites and buy one of these myself or bid on one and hopefully get it without spending a fortune. But let's crank up the engine and see what it'll do. Material to weld in here yet, and I still got to clean it up, get some of that extra material off. So yeah, that thing's gonna work great. I don't know what I'm gonna use yet to pull it in because my little pullback ram won't work on this. That's power one way, and it just has a spring inside that helps retract it. You have to have the hydraulics hooked up to it with a quick connect on. It won't let the fluid go back, so it's going to stay open until I hook something up to it. But yeah, this is gonna, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of overkill, but it was definitely pushing it out. I don't know if it's going to stay out though. I need to spread that out and then weld something in there to hold it in place and then pull this together. But like I said, I got to clean all this stuff off, get that extra material off, and I'm going to re-radius these. It's going to be just a hair shallower of a bucket than it is because this is rolled over and there's not going to be any way to roll that back. And even if I did, it'd just be a weak point. It'd probably crack and break. So I'm just going to make it a little shallower and come across here. Well, I'll leave that and basically ride right up on the edge of that curve and then cheat it up. Try to make it, it'll have more of a straight line here than that curve. Well, there's not a curve in it no more, but once I cut this off, then I can bend this little piece back over. And same thing on the other side. So anyways, hopefully maybe Thursday or Friday I'll pick up the plate and put it in here. And like I say, it's just 1/4 inch. But in the meantime, I've got to come up with something to use that pullback ramp because I'm going to have to weld it, bend it around, weld it, bend it around, weld it, bend it around. And then I'll have to go on the inside and weld a ring on it to pull it in this last little bit to weld to here. And then put my bracing on it, a little hard surface on it. It's going to be good to go. So, yeah, it's got 2 sets of quick connects, but I guess that's the release position. I'm not really sure why it's got that little chain. I'm assuming you can run 2 different tools. Well, yeah, because that turns the hydraulics on. I don't know what that does. I guess it's on either way. But I would assume you can run those jaws and that cable cutter. I mean, it's a big, I'm sure it's not meant for cables, it's for cutting pillars to snap the roof off. But I'm sure it's designed to be able to run 2 tools at once off of this one power plant. But he's got 2 setups like this. He's got this one with all the attachments, and he's got another one. It's a little different pump setup, but it's the same idea, and it has all the attachments with it too, I believe. And for what I've seen it'll already do, I need to invest in one of these. So, alright guys, well, that's going to be it for today's video. I knew it was going to be a short one. It's like 9 minutes, 40 seconds, less than 10 minutes. But if you get a chance, go check out my channel, check out my other videos, and I will catch y'all later. Okay, I do have something else. I got my wheel adapters for the Polaris. I'm getting rid of these old factory ugly steel wheels. The tires are junk. I mean, they're holding air, but the rubber is really corroded. I say corroded. I don't even know what the word for it would actually be. All I know is the rubber's real hard. It's not soft anymore. And when you drive it around, it just leaves black marks, like not from spinning, just from rolling on the pavement or the concrete. So I got a set of Can-Am wheels for my brother-in-law. Let me go grab one. They're about as close to new as you can get. Now it's got a little bird poop on it because he had them stored under a lean-to, but these were the factory wheels on his Can-Am HD10, and he said he put about 300 miles on them before he took these off and went to a little bit bigger wheel and tire with a bead lock. A lot nicer looking wheels, but these will look real nice on the Polaris. So let's see if these adapters will fit like they're supposed to. If they don't, I'm in trouble. Well, I don't know who the heck tightened these. Should be able to tell just by. Yep, so these are going to work. Let me go get a wrench and take these other nuts loose. Okay. That Mustang is obnoxiously loud. It's louder than my truck. It's got some awful little bitty studs. Oh yeah. And they'll space them out 1.5 inches. So, ooh, shiny and bright. So yeah, that's the wheels. Like I said, they're just the factory Can-Am wheels that came on his HD10. And he let me have them under one condition, that when I get my Polaris all going like it should be, that I go riding with it. And I'm like, okay, I can handle that. And there's the rest of them. So, all right. Well, that's about it for now, guys. I've been home from work for just a little while, and wanted to try this porta-power out and see how it did on the bucket, and I like it. It did a great job. So we're gonna leave it at that. Oh, and I wanted to show you all the adapters and the wheels for my Polaris. Y'all are probably like, who gives a crap what you're putting on your Polaris? I do. Oh, I finally got me some new prescription glasses so I don't have to take my readers on and off all the time while I'm welding. But anyhow, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Later.